Yeah, just went home, Mick here. This is about take 5. Just finishing up lunch, and probably have a bit of a rest this afternoon because I've been working out in the sun. And I've got 2 things to talk about today. Now, there's a couple of things here I just want to show you. I've got my shirt on, so you haven't got to endure any more no shirt on. And I just want to show you some moves from the 90s. What do you think about that? So what's happened here is just looking at some eucalypt trees here. Don't ask me what type of gum they are. I think there's anything from 800 to 1200 different species of ukes, and I'm not about to say that I know exactly what they are. They're a multi-trunk thing, as you can see. A lot of them multi-trunk. You see that one there on the right hand side, you see the bin there. So that one, it's got 2 trunks, twin barrel, up to like 2 big leaders, and then up that left hand side one of 2 leaders up the biggest limb. The other one out there to the right's got 3 big leaders. Not a good tree. There's good trees here, but they're not good trees. They're nice to look at. Certainly don't want to be under them in the wind. They bust and drop limbs. But anyway, very dangerous. Known as widow makers. Rightio. 2 things quickly. The war in Israel, Palestinian thing. I didn't know anything about it. A mate of mine told me about it because I haven't been keeping up with news or anything. We're out in the bush here, so run on 12 volt and don't run on tellies or anything like that. So about to get Starlink. Mobile phone doesn't work any great here. So yeah, I got a lot of the time I got to download it, go into one of the towns or something, so where I got better reception with my mobile device and my iPhone or iPad. But anyhow, the war. Children, old people, young women, old women, foreigners, being, what I don't need to say, and also parts of their bodies being detached from their main torso. I won't say anything more on that. Old World War II concentration camp survivors being murdered. Like I said, for me, I was a meat worker for 7 years. I've killed tens of thousands of animals. Cattle, lamb, sheep, pigs, calves, goats, deer, all through the meatworks, small meatworks, 2 meatworks, but I've done it for about 8 years. I didn't enjoy the job, but at the time it was a means to an end, to earn money. Great boss. Laurie Condrick, his wife Margaret, and a bloke called John Newbury, his wife Julie. I don't know if John and Julie are still alive. Both Laurie and Margaret went very close together. Laurie first, buried down in Tenterfield, as I understand, so I'll see if I can find their graves. Because in private enterprise, one of the very best people I've ever worked for. Lovely people, both gone. But anyhow, I killed all these animals in the slaughter yards, meat works for them. Depending on what I was doing. But yeah, it's well into the thousands, probably tens of thousands over the 7 years I worked, from late 70s through to 86, early 86. And then I went and worked in other meatworks for 6 months. Then that was my meat working days over. I was glad to see the back end of it. Lovely people to work for, but yeah, it wasn't my thing. But what I'm saying is, how anyone can be cruel to humans, old people, young people, women, anyone, little babies and little children especially, they need to take a long hard look at what they're up to. I don't know the situation, what's going on, but it's disgusting, in my opinion. So we'll get out of that. And I don't care if it's religion. I don't care if it's someone said this and I read this book and it tells me to do it. It's not good enough. Not good enough. And that's on both sides. But thank Christ I live in Australia. We don't have to put up with this rubbish most of the time. So that and lead into this. What do you actually need out of your life? Now, I like to think that there's something after life. I like to think there's, whether it's an energy, I don't know. Hopefully there's more to the human race than just turning the toes up. I've had a lot of discussions with people with this, but I've got my own opinions on it, and I don't need to go to churches or anything like that to have my opinion. Not interested in all that sort of stuff. I just have my opinion, and I like to believe there's something. That's as far as I go. So you just getting back to it. When we're not on this planet for a long time. I've already just chewed through almost 61 years, and I can still remember as plain as day my first day at school, and I can also remember when I turned 13 years of age, as plain as 18, 21, 40, 30, 40. I thought to myself, holy hell, when I turned 40. And now 50, 60, and almost 61 years of age. So getting back to smelling the roses, I think that your life ebbs by very quickly, and I'm lucky I've got to 60 so far. You know, with the grace of God, I'll continue on for a while yet and enjoy my retirement. But like I said, smell the roses before it's too late, because there's, in the last month, there's 3 people that I know, ranging from mid-60s. Gail, my school buddy Jane's older sister, she's passed away. I'd say mid-60s. Peter, that I went to school with, I won't say last names. He passed away, same age as me, 60. And who else has died? Anyhow, I'll have to think about it. But Georgie, my old mate Georgie, workmate Georgie Dievenbach, and Sue, that I went to school with, that passed away very early in life. Georgie Dievenbach, he went. So in the last last month, there's 3 people gone, in lots of threes in Maleny. But there's 7.5 minutes, so I'm going to leave it at that. But just smell the roses, don't get too excited, because you never know when it's your last day on this planet. It's not about not doing anything, but just don't get excited and enjoy life as much as you can, because one never knows when it could disappear. Swano, Mick, you all have a lovely day. It's windy here, we've had a big westerlies overnight, and it's hot at the moment, very hot, and yeah, it's nice when it cools down to very comfortable nights to sleep. Swano, Mick out, have a lovely day.